Hello everyone and welcome back to another AFK journey video. In this video we're going to be going over the current top 5 teams for the Nocturne Judicator for the final remaining days that we're going to have of this Primal Lord. This is important because there is one team which was previously considered a top option which is no longer working. But the overall good news about this Primal Lord is that no matter which heroes basically you have built up, there's going to be a relatively good option for you. It is pretty free to play friendly in that even with limited options you can put together a pretty good team. Okay, we're going to go over the updated infographic from the Yaphalla Discord. We're going to lead it off with the budget options right at the bottom. The first team that we're going to talk about is the No Shakira team. This one is going to be great. If you don't have Shakira at plus 10 exclusive equipment, you can run this team. There is Velka here, but Velka can work even at low copies. She doesn't need to be highly ascended. Sonya and Smokey, ideally you have them at Mythic Plus or above because that is going to improve their damage. And then you have Kruger for his debuff, and you have Mikola for her buffs for the team as well. This is working with the Blade Summon artifact, and if you look in the upper right, it's going to show you that you need 30 faction talents of Mauler. But like I've mentioned before, for boss content, you only need to have 25 faction talents for the Mauler tree in order to maximize your damage output. We'll review those after we're done with this infographic, which exactly you need. But it's basically just the left side of the tree and then one node in the middle, energy on hit, and that is it. Okay, but this team, as you can tell from the column to the left, the ascension you need for the heroes to work here is basically you can run them all even at one copy, but of course the more ascended the heroes are, the better it's going to do. So this is overall the most free to play friendly team. Moving on to the No Twins team, this is if you don't even have a single copy of the Twins, then you can run this team and it is good. But if you have even one copy of the Twins, there is a better team which we're going to come to. Again, this is showing 30 faction talents for Mauler, but you only need 25. Don't worry about that. And here you're going to have Sonya buffing up Smokey and the Midnight Hunter, Shakira right in the back behind the Smokey, Mikola behind Sonya, and Kruger off to the right of the Midnight Hunter with the Blade Summon artifact. This is a good team. You need to have Shakira plus 10 exclusive equipment in order for Shakira comps to work, and that is basically the thing. So even if you have Shakira on your account but he's not plus 10 upgraded, it is going to be better for you to run like the No Shakira team or one of the other options we talk about. So let's move up to the now top performing teams. The first team I want to talk about is Rimes' team, because this will work even at one copy of the Twins. So even if you have one copy of the Twins or they're legendary or basically any tier, you can run Rimes' team. It is a very effective team. It is going to use Shakira plus 10 exclusive equipment, so if you have that, that is going to be great. You're going to be able to get a great score with Rimes' team. And even if you don't have Shakira plus 10 exclusive equipment, you can swap him in the same position for Mikola, and that will do well as well. So this is a very free to play, again, friendly team with one copy of Twins that will work. Of course, the higher you send the Twins, the more effective the team will be, but it is going to do well even at that low ascension. For the Mauler tree, you only have to get 25 faction talents again, even though it says 30. This is overall a good team, and for a lot of people, this is one of the top performing teams if you're not able to pull off the Celestial Hypogean version, which we'll cover at the end. But the other team option is Muffin's team. Muffin's team is if you have the Supreme Plus Twins, and if you're at like a higher resonating level, Muffin's team can eventually overtake Rimes' team. However, they usually do very similar in terms of damage. The team comp overall is very, very similar. So you can try both of them, but you should probably only try Muffin's team if your Twins are at Supreme Plus. Otherwise, just stick to Rimes' team. And Rimes' team overall is amazing, but you can actually try between both of them and see which does better if you have Supreme Plus Twins. But otherwise, the heroes are exactly the same. Okay, now finally, the overall top team, if you have all of these heroes, is going to be Mirror Pro Epi team. And this is going to work for all Shakiras, whether they're plus 10 exclusive equipment, plus 15 exclusive equipment, doesn't matter, it's going to work. But you need to have them at plus 10 or above. And this comp is proven to work even if you have the Twins with their upgraded charms. This is one thing we were unsure about. When you upgrade the Twins charms, it's going to give more haste to the Shakira and the Smokey on the Stellar Bond. However, that doesn't seem to interfere with the positioning. The positioning is still optimal, so you can safely upgrade their charms if you want to. The only thing to mention is that the other version of the Pro Epi team, which was not the non-mirrored version with the Blaze Summon artifact, that is no longer working. Now that the boss's health is like below 60% health, that team is not working. You have to run this comp. If you're going to run a Celestial Hypogean comp, everyone should be running Mirror Pro Epi, and you're going to need Shakira plus 10 exclusive equipment or above. Forestro ideally will be Mythic Plus or above, like the higher stats the better, because he's your major damage. And Smokey Ascended, Reinier needs to be at Mythic Plus for this comp. So it is definitely a more pay-to-win comp. However, if you have these heroes, this is the overall top team for everyone to be running. For this, getting the full 30 Celestial Hypogean faction talents is going to be important to maximize your damage. But otherwise, this is a very solid team. This is the overall top performing team. Basically, everyone who has these heroes is running this team. It is with the Harmonic spell, and you can safely upgrade the charms on your heroes. As for the charm priority, Frester is the #1 and most important one. And then from that point on, it doesn't really necessarily matter. Reinier charms are good, Smoky charms are good, Shakir charms are good, and Twin charms are I would consider one of the lowest priority, but all 5 of them, if you can get their charms, it is going to maximize your score. So that is it. That is covered. The overall top teams. They're just 5 teams basically to choose from right now. You need to be running one of these 5 teams depending on your options. Do not go for any other team because, like we said, the standard pro epi is no longer working. Okay, now before we show you my replay here, I'm going to go over the faction talents that you need to have upgraded if you want to maximize your score. So for the Celestial Hypogean, you have to have all 30 maxed if you want maximum potential, because this does give a minor damage boost on the first ultimate cast, but it is very minor. If you're limited and only able to get like 25 faction talents, go down the left side. Always going down the left side is the best value for offensive. It gives you the attack percent nodes. Get the crit as well in the middle if you can for 25, and then you can stop there. If you have 27, go down the right side and get this for 1% bonus attack to your prime carriers, and then if you get 30, just get the whole tree maxed out. For Maulers, it's just going to be down the left side as we're working down here, getting this node for a bit of bonus damage, and then most importantly getting this attack percent upgrade, and then if you can also get this energy on hit, and that is it. 5 faction talents, all you need here, so 25 in total, and you're going to be completely maxed for this Primal Lord. For your damage output, depending on which team you're running. Okay, so let's go ahead and show you guys a replay that I did on this account. We got 195.5 billion, which is actually a really solid score, considering the fact that we are behind in Resonating level, quite substantially behind to other players. I haven't been using all of my paid instant AFK attempts. I think there are people even at around 980 or higher Resonating level today, I believe. And so we're like 30 levels down, and we still got a really amazing score, 195.5 billion. Frester is dealing a lot of damage. As you can see, I upgraded the charms of Smoky and Frester. I crafted both of them. But next up, I'll try to get Reinier and Shakir, and then finally the twins as well. And yeah, this is the formation. Let's go ahead and take a look at the replay. But I don't know if anyone's broken 200 billion damage today, but I've definitely seen a lot of people get 198 billion. But yeah, I don't know if 200 billion has been hit. So this is a team formation. It's very simple. Shakir is going to be buffing up practically everyone on the team. This is going to give a massive attack buff to your Midnight Hunter, to the Fresters both, to your Smoky to increase his HP per second damage. The twins are also giving haste to allow you to cycle your cooldowns on the Vicious Sting of Frester to get off more HP per second damage. But it's crazy that the Frester damage here is now over 60 billion, and that Midnight Hunter's damage at the beginning of this Primal Lord, Midnight Hunter far out damaged all the heroes on your team, and now Frester is finally actually catching up, almost being able to compete in terms of damage output with the Midnight Hunter, which is crazy. And the Midnight Hunter, by the way, is the hero you have positioned on your side, the Golem, that you cannot move, and you just want to buff up. So overall, hopefully this is helpful, guys, for like the remainder of the days. These are the teams you want to be running. As of the testing so far, you can freely upgrade the charms on all heroes, but I do consider twins one of the lowest priorities in charm upgrades, because it only gives like a minor 5 haste bonus to the linked Stellar Bond allies, which is very minor in the grand scheme of things. I think the other heroes are more important to upgrade, and most importantly, if you're running Frester, get his charms. Otherwise, Sonya charms are good if you're running the Sonya team. Smoky charms are really good for his damage. So those would be the kind of the things that I prioritize. But yeah. And so overall, looking at the damage, 87.7 from the Midnight Hunter, 61, almost 62 billion from the Frester, which is crazy. So anyway, guys, hopefully this is helpful. Hopefully you're able to use these teams to get your top score possible. In terms of min-maxing, maybe we'll make another video like towards the end on exactly min-maxing, but basically you just want to boost up the levels of your key carry. Like here, Frester is the hardest damage dealer, so you want him to be on your boosted levels, and also try to boost up Smoky and Shakir specifically for this comp, because those are the hardest hitting damage dealers, but you're going to want to do the same thing, basically, and getting the good charms is important. But anyway, guys, thank you for watching. That's going to be it for this video. Feel free to share your opinions in the comment section down below, and if you guys are not already subscribed, please smash that subscribe button. We're on the road to 20,000 subscribers. Let's hit it before the end of the season. Thank you guys all for your support. Also, feel free to check out my AFK Journey Discord server. There's a link to that in the description of this video. I look forward to chatting with you guys there. But thank you all for watching. I'll hopefully see you in the next video, and until then, everyone, peace out for now.